2023 latest action movie, Death Rivals 4. Today, he finally came. The constellation after 9 years is full of sincerity. Needless to say, the original old tough guy. Several new members joined this time. They are the famous Thai action actor Tony, Iko Uwais. Just having tough guys won't cut it. Megan Fox, one of the sexiest women in the world, also joined the film series as the final work of the Suicide Squad. Friends who like it must not miss it. An abandoned factory somewhere in Libya. There's a local armed force stationed here. They are armed with weapons at all times. But even so, gate guard, or was he shot silently? A group of terrorists armed to the teeth raid into the base. Their arrival was like no one's home. Seeing this, the Libyan military quickly dispatched tanks. As the Cannonball Suite outfit is completed, the tank also opened his fire blocking. However, the terrorists in the air discovered this scene, then locked onto the tank and fired a rocket. This renders the battle tank incapable of action. But the suppression of armed helicopters alone is not enough. An unmanned reconnaissance aircraft hovering not far away. By turning on the heat, Prime Minister found 3 armed guards in a building. Obviously, they're protecting the safety of important people. But if we force our way in, there will probably be casualties. The scout team suggested to the leader. Matt waited for support, but he just smiled contemptuously, and he took off the dead soldier's coat. This is to use the enemy's disguise to carry out a clever surprise attack. Fuck is he doing? No, please go. The person who was stabbed was the Libyan commanding general. But Matt didn't kill him right away. Instead, he found the general's wife and children. This is to Forsco, the whereabouts of the underground missile. The general could not bear to see his beloved son killed. I have to tell you the hidden location and password. It's just no longer useful. He's not far from death. News of terrorist attacks in Libya. Soon it was known to the American Love Bureau. However, going to fight in other countries. Special forces cannot be deployed. Director Laub had to find mercenaries for 8 years. He led the death squad to eliminate the terrorists. Just when the plane was approaching the factory, an anti-aircraft gun fired at Barney. But Barney didn't panic. He activated the infrared jammer. This successfully intercepted the incoming anti-aircraft artillery. The plane then landed on the runway. 2 armored vehicles also successfully landed on the ground. They were divided into 3 groups. Sniper Ghana still serves as a long-range assist. Jason led another tank in a frontal assault, and Barney is still taking off the fighter. This is to create fire suppression in the air. Matt has found what he wants. Then he led his men to evacuate quickly. Just as he was getting in the car and about to leave, Jason and his team have caught up. In order to return the terrorists' progress, Ghana is in the distance, played the role of a sniper. His appearance forced Matt to change his route. However, the vehicle came to the inner area of the factory. Matt ordered his men to split up. Jason and his team had no choice but to chase separately. After Boda dealt with many small Karas, he caught up with Lamarck, but I didn't expect that he was driving a bulletproof car. It was at this time, a rocket hit Uncle Long's plane. What is even more worrying is, there was a rocket aimed at him in the distance. Gwida had to give up the pursuit. His big throttle, fire a rocket at that car. But Ramat hit Uncle Long's plane again. Looking at the ring on Uncle Long's finger, the members of the Suicide Squad are unwilling to believe. The invincible Uncle Long sacrificed himself just like that. After, the Zhongqing Bureau let Gina replace Uncle Long's position, and Gwida also failed in his mission. Kicked out of the Suicide Squad, he found a new job at the newspaper, become a personal bodyguard for an internet celebrity. But on my first day at work, he really couldn't stand this chattering cannon. Gwida beat him half to death. At this time, Gina received the task, ready to find the murderer who killed Uncle Long. Gwida also wants to participate. He was told he was invited, but important things still need to be done. After the incident, he gave Gina a saber, but the next day Gina left without saying goodbye. But what he didn't know was, Gwida has installed a locator on the saber. This time they have a new member, BMA. At this moment, Gina's team learned through intelligence. Ramat hijacked a Thai cargo ship. Will trade nuclear warheads near Russia because their actions did not obtain a U.S. visa. In order to avoid conflict with Russia, only secret missions can be carried out. But when the team secretly landed on the cargo ship, but there was no one on the boat. When Gina heard the transaction conversation, we want to rush in and take them down. Countless guns pointed at them in the darkness. The entire team was captured. This is simply a trap. They were locked in the cabin, but only they know about this action. At this time, the team members were in complete chaos. Everyone is suspicious of each other. Who is the traitor in the team? But fortunately, Gwida came to Thailand at this time. He found Tony, the former comrade of Uncle Long. When Tony saw Uncle Long's ring, he said to Gwida, So Guo and Tony set out, but as we got closer to the cargo ship, Tony told Guo that he could not accompany Guo because he is no longer the elephant he was back then. Guo could only climb onto the boat alone. According to the locator on the Saber, found Gina's location. Guo relied on a saber to defeat a large group of enemies. He asked for Gina's cell, but at this time Ramat also discovered Guo. The two also started to spray each other on the intercom. Guo told Ramat, no matter how many troops you have, come over. But I just made some harsh remarks. A large group of militants came and killed. However, Guo had been waiting for them for a long time. Guo rides a motorcycle. He started his crazy killing mode. From the warehouse to the restaurant, then back on deck. No surprises. The accident came soon. At the critical moment, Indian Asen arrived in time. Don't look at the third brother, who is usually funny. Reaching out is quite impressive. The two work together, quickly cut a bloody path. At this time, the imprisoned teammates on the other side also found an escape route. Everyone vowed to kill everyone. Unfortunately, ideals are too full. Reality is very bleak. As soon as everyone left the house, they were disarmed again by the other party. At the critical moment, Gu arrived in time. At this point, the Suicide Squad finally completed its real assembly. But soon a difficult problem was put before everyone. After careful inspection by teammates, this nuclear bomb in front of us cannot be dismantled at all. In desperation, everyone had to act separately, while teammates opened fire. Do everything you can to suppress the opponent and chase and intercept. On the other side, Gu personally took the field. Fighting Xiao Two sides is a thug in a suit. One is the jade-faced flying dragon. A war is imminent, but since both of them are fighting boldly, the competition was neck and neck. Fortunately, Gu is more skilled. Swords and axes. An axe sent him to the end of the filming early. With the death of Xiao Shuai, the real answer to the mystery also emerged. Original scene. The mastermind turned out to be the superior who had been hiding in several parties. Remembering the tragic death of a friend, Gu was furious. Pick up the rocket launcher and send the enemy to the west. But the accuracy is too poor. The frightened superior became angry and embarrassed. He just threw the nuclear bombs switch into the sea. That's good now. No one has time to play. Although the Suicide Squad is known as the Suicide Squad, but at the critical moment, everyone still chose to survive. Everyone started to evacuate in an orderly manner with cross-covering. However, at the last moment, the Gu chose to stay. To avenge a friend, he decisively gave up hope of survival. Unfortunately, two fists can't defeat each other. He soon ran out of ammunition and food. When he was appointed, countless missiles flew in the sky. In the previous episode, Lao Lu saw that the enemy reinforcements had arrived. Knowing that the situation was unavoidable, he finally stood up. He was clamoring for a final showdown with the Gu. Of course, the Gu wants it, but Lao Lu is Lao Lu after all. The Gu was dumbfounded. Fortunately, the director didn't let him be happy for too long. Looking at Uncle Long, not far away, 10,000 alpaca horses roared past the Gu. It turns out that all this was done intentionally by Uncle Long. The purpose is to bring out the superior, and the one who died not long ago in place of Uncle Long. It was the unlucky substitute he prepared in advance. The Expendable series has reached its final conclusion.